Music in Africa is like the breath we take in. You will find music everywhere, in weddings, in funerals, in celebrations, in rite of passage ceremonies. Mbira is an African instrument, and it's an example of such an expression.
Music is an intricate part of the human being, your psychology, your mental behavior, your life. Music has a role to play in the way people live their lives, because people articulate their experiences in music. People express themselves in music. Things that cannot be expressed in ordinary language can easily be articulated in music.
In Africa, music is the fabric of life. Everybody lives with the music. It functions in our daily life. My name is Matimbe.
African music is more than few. It is a way of life. It is the most expressive form of the African mind.
Throughout many parts of Africa, you'll find different types of Mbira, and they're played for different functions. Now, in Zimbabwe, this is a spiritual instrument. It is a very important spiritual instrument. To describe it, it's mounted on a soundboard. It's mounted on a soundboard, and we have metal keys. And these metal keys are the ones you play on. And then when you play, you put it inside a pumpkin gourd. The pumpkin gourd acts as a resonator. It resonates the sound. It gives us the resonance.
Keys are made from metals, cut in different sizes, and then built into a box with a bridge, so that when you pluck each of the keys, you have different pitches. As an instrument in its own family, it's called, in ethnomusicology, we classify them as lamellophones.
We have the Mbira Dzava, which is this one I'm playing here. Mbira Dzava is this one. Mostly comes with 22 keys, up to 26 or 28. And this particular one has 22. We have the Nyunga type, which is 15 keys to 19 keys, and this is the Nyunga type. And this one has 15 keys. And we have Nyonga with 52 keys. We have Madebe with 22 to 24 keys. We have Njari, which is 32 to 38 keys. And we have Zavaira, which is, again, most of them range between 22 to 28.
As an instrument is played among the Shona, it has a lot of signification. If you talk about Mbira, it has a very deep ritualistic context and meaning.
The religious aspect, where people perform music in order to communicate with the ancestral spirits, and we do social occasions or social events called Mbira.
Mbira is a ritual function that people perform. Somebody can convoke a Mbira, and then depending on your experience, supposing something is going very well in your life, you're working, you're looking for a job and you're not finding any, you're working and you're not saving enough to be able to carry out certain projects that you want to do, things are not going very well in your community. Or the other way around, things are happening very well for you. You could decide to convoke a Mbira, whereby you bring people in the community, you cook food for them, you provide drink for them, they eat and drink, they play, then you hire Mbira players who will stay on through like late at night performing that instrument. Now, notice that what is going on here is a ritual as well as a social function. going on, where people enjoy themselves, but at the same time in the process, there's at some point in time, somebody will become a medium through which the spirit will speak in order to give a message. There are also contexts where Mbira is performed that is not ritualistic, that are just mere form of entertainment. But let's not forget that the instrument itself, especially among the Shona of Zimbabwe, has a very high spiritual significance. My position is that this instrument is one of the oldest instruments that have survived on the continent of Africa. That can date probably back to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ago.
Zinonwa mna Zambezi, zinonwa mna Sabe, 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 zinonwa mna Zambezi.
It's important for Westerners to learn a lot about Africa, because there's a whole lot of misconceptions, misunderstandings, and if you like, miseducation of the Western mind about Africa. And in the area of music, many Westerners do not have a proper understanding and appreciation of African music. Because music is also an art form with which people articulate their experience, with which people express themselves in different ways. It's also an important means of appreciating the African mind, of appreciating the way of life of the people, the worldview of the people. So if any Westerner is interested in learning about Africa, if there is any important tool that is relevant for understanding and appreciating the African life, the African experience, music is an important one.
In Africa, music is the fabric of life. Everybody lives with the music. It functions in our daily life.
Kana mutuma kauya,